We're now at segment 4 of the introduction. We're going to talk about the learning resources that are available with this course. There's the printed textbook, which you might already have in front of you that you're using. There's also the ebook version of the textbook, which is available on the learning management system. I'm going to just briefly talk about what are in the chapters here so that you get an idea of the overarching curriculum that we're about to launch into. Chapter 1 is start where you were at and where you want to be, because we've got to identify where you're at, where you want to go to, essentially the goals that you're doing, and then the process for how to get there. Chapter 2 is CEO does not equal CE no, a term that we coined here, a CE no, because we want you to be knowledgeable about how to run a business. Chapter 3 is getting in the game. Which game is for you? By game, we mean what type of business is likely to be a good choice for you to try. And then chapter 4 is plan your success. We're going to show you with 2 examples of businesses that you could really do of how you develop a business plan and the components that go into a business plan and how you create them. Then chapter 5 is your plan for success. So chapter 4 was plan your success. Now it's plan your plan for success. So we're going to provide you a template that you can use to create your own business plan. It's just a 3-page template. It won't be overwhelming. We'll help you walk through the whole process. Chapter 6 is the legalities of starting and running a business. Some of those circumstances are unique to if you are 17 or younger, because there are some laws that change of what we are able to do so far as entering into contracts and things like that once we're 18 versus prior to 18. Chapter 7 is business management. We're going to touch on a few basic components of how you properly manage a business. And then chapter 8, life is going to happen. What do you do when, no matter how well and thoroughly you plan and how prepared you are, things are going to happen that you just don't expect. It's just the nature of being in business. It's the nature of being alive. So how do you deal with that? How do you keep focused and motivated when you're trying to get through the inevitable difficulties that are going to occur? Chapter 9, building bank, an easy way to get wealthy. And what we're trying to show you here is that if you take the time, effort, and energy to start your own business, and especially if you create a profitable business, how can you take some of that money and use it in a way that really helps you build financial security and generational wealth? I strongly encourage you to take advantage of it. It's not directly related to entrepreneurial education, but it is very prudent for how to capitalize on the opportunities that money can provide. And then we're going to talk about some next steps, that if this course really does get you interested in starting your own business, we want to make sure that you have the tools and the resources to run a business that is really going to be successful and help you accomplish your goals. So we've got, beyond what's just contained in this course, the Side Hustle Handbook High School Edition, what are some additional resources provided by Stewardship that can help you become an astute business person. And that's it. There's also video instruction. Obviously, you're watching the video instruction right now. There's additional video instruction for more expanded courses, as well as video instruction for samples of business plans. And so you can watch those. In addition to watching this right now, you're going to be given access from the course facilitator that you're working with of how to access this material anytime that you want, as long as the school has the subscription in place. And you can watch it as often as you want, repeatedly, and really help these lessons sink in. And then the supplemental lessons, like I'd mentioned, that go deeper into business education, as well as samples of business plans. And so really want to be a boss? There's a lot of resources here to help you be able to do that. We want you to be successful. We have a Facebook page. We'd love for you to reach out to us. Let us know your story. And if you've got questions, post them there. We'll answer them. Sometimes the answers will come directly from me. Sometimes they'll come from somebody else that's part of the Stewardship team. But we want you to be engaged in a community of entrepreneurs that are helping each other. Sometimes the answers will come from another entrepreneur. I belong to several business groups on Facebook because I've got different business interests, and we post questions, we provide answers sometimes. It's just a fantastic way for all of us to collectively help each other be successful. So let's get into the lessons. We're going to do that in the next segment right now. And we're going to start off with chapter 1, which is titled Start Where You Are At, End Where You Want to Be.